Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you've all had a really good week. We have had a pretty good week around here, just continuing with our homeschooling and me starting to return to work a little bit. I'm starting to get inquiries for weddings next year, so I'm doing some Zoom meetings with clients or potential clients, which is kind of exciting because, well, my job has been non-existent essentially since March. So that has been kind of a refreshing change. And I'm just trying to maintain just an overall positive attitude, which I have to admit is actually not my natural inclination. I know that a lot of times when I am on camera, I'm a little bit more upbeat. I mean, I wouldn't say like bubbly, but I try to have a positive attitude because I do think that that can help other people with boosting their positivity as well. But it's been a rough 6 months. So anyway, I am here for my Friday favorites and flops, and boy, do I have a flop for you this week. She was a mess. We'll talk about that at the end because I want to start out with some positivity. So my first favorite for the week was finding a new hairstylist that I visited for the first time this past Sunday. I really like her a lot. She gave my hair a trim, and the way that she went about doing it was the exact same way that my old stylist cut my hair. So I think I found a new stylist, so that's a huge win for me. And she's like less than 10 minutes from my house, and parking is so much easier because there's a parking lot instead of having to drive around the neighborhoods trying to find a spot that is sometimes a mile away from the salon. So, but that's what I get for choosing trendy places to get my hair cut, at least in the past. No more. Anyway, so what else? You guys, my shirt today. I have to show you guys my shirt because I love it. So I bought this from, I think it's called Funky Apparel. I can't remember. Anyway, it is indeed Michael Scott, and it says, "Well, that's what she said," which is my favorite thing to say. Also, I have got Stella into the office. It took me a while to convince her that it was going to be worthwhile sitting down for a sitcom that has since been retired, but she loves it. And she loves Pam, and she thinks Michael Scott is so funny, and we've been bonding over it, and it's been amazing. The fact that she now loves The Office makes me even more proud to be her mother. I mean, Stella's great. She was great despite The Office love, but now that she loves The Office, I feel like she's even more amazing. So anyway, I'll try to link this shirt down below. I picked it up in I think this is an extra large because I wanted it to be kind of big and baggy, and I really like it a lot. I think it's gonna be my new favorite shirt. So anyway, let's get into products because there are lots of things to talk about. So I'm gonna start with the hairs, which today are just up because I didn't want to deal. One thing about my haircut is, so it was just a trim. So she took off like a couple inches in the back and then in the front about an inch and a half. So it really wasn't drastic at all, which is why most of you haven't really noticed that I actually cut my hair. But cutting the back just a little bit shorter definitely has meant that I can no longer get all of the hairs up into my man bun. So some of them are just flopping in the wind back here, and that's fine. But I got a new mousse. So this is from Pureology. You guys know how I feel about Pureology. Love their Hydrate line. I think it's fantastic. And I think this is new from them. I don't think that I've ever used this in the past. It's definitely new packaging if it isn't a new product, but this is their weightless volume mousse from their Style and Protect line. I love it. I love this mousse. Here's the thing. It has more of like a creamy, it like has that like creamy whipped texture to it. So don't dispense too much. because you will regret it. This is very concentrated. I feel like I need a very small amount, but I get such a good amount of volume from this. I've been combining it with I had one more backup of my Alterna, or it wasn't Alterna, it was the Bamboo 24-hour volume mist stuff. I can't remember the name of it. I should have just brought it in here because it was definitely a favorite from this week as well. You can still find that at like Amazon. I'll put links for everything down below, but I know the Bamboo stuff you can still get at Amazon. And I think the line is now discontinued though. I don't know. I haven't really looked that deeply into it, but I know it's a little bit harder to get. Anyway, this, fabulous. Love it. I'll repurchase this. I already know that. More hair stuff. Okay, so in my last gray hair favorites video, I shared with you guys that I had just gotten some stuff from Sashawan. So the hair repair and the silver shampoo and conditioner I've been testing out for the last like week and a half. And I love all three of these things. They're so good. First off, the silver shampoo and conditioner, fantastic. Super pigmented, will definitely tone any shade of gray or blonde or brunette with honey highlights or whatever. If you like more of that like slightly ashy look to your hair, this is fantastic for that. My hair is obviously naturally gray, and I really like the like steely gray effect that I get from using this particular one. It's very similar to the results that I get from my beloved Pravana, which I've loved for years. And then also recently, Pureology came out with their, I think it's the Strength Cure, but it's their like purple shampoo and conditioner, which is also fantastic. But this one, amazing, really great results, not drying on the hair, which is the most important thing that you need out of a silver shampoo and conditioner, is that it doesn't dry your hair out. This does not. And because you know, it's me, it smells like $1,000,000. It's a really fresh scent to it. Love the scent of this for sure. So that'll be repurchased by me for sure. And then their hair repair. So this is essentially like a deep hydrating conditioning mask for your hair. This contains ocean silk technology, which is specifically designed for damaged and stressed hair. It's supposed to promote cell regeneration and lends vitality and strength to the hair. So works to help defrizz the hair, all that kind of stuff. It's just a really great like deep conditioning treatment for the hair. So I've used this a few times now. Love the way it rinses clean from my hair. Love the way that it hydrates my hair. Love the way that it doesn't weigh my hair down afterwards. And it's just like a dream to like rinse out and then get out of the shower and just have hair that is so soft, so just nourished feeling. And gray hair especially can be very coarse or wiry. I'm very lucky, I realize, in that my gray hairs were just as silky and soft and wispy, quite frankly, as my regular blonde hair used to be in the past. So my texture hasn't changed a whole lot. The gray hair definitely feels a little bit thicker, so I feel like my hair actually looks more substantial now than it did when I was blonde. But I love using deep, hydrating, nourishing conditioning treatments, and this does it for me, and it doesn't weigh my hair down, which is kind of key. Sashawan is well, they were founded in Stockholm, so they're a Swedish company, but they're cruelty-free, and the products have really great ingredients. If you've never checked them out, you can find this brand at Sephora. I'll put a link down below. I'll put links for everything that I'm showing you guys down below. Where do we go next? I'm trying to put the things away as I'm talking about them. All right, let's talk brows. If I had just like 5 cents for every time someone asked me about my brows or my hair, quite frankly, I would be loaded. You guys are always curious about my brows. If you are new to my channel, these are micro shaded or essentially tattooed on my face. These are tattoos. I do have hair underneath, but I was one of those classic 90s girls. I was in middle school and high school and then in the 90s, early 90s, and I overplucked and that was just what everybody did. And I was like, hey, I'm part of this crowd. And I just removed almost all the hairs. And after doing that for years and years and years, my follicles were like, well, F you, lady. You obviously don't need us, so we're just gonna go dormant. So I do have some hairs for sure, which is, I think, what helps to make the brow tattoo look a little bit more natural. But I have been using this product from City Beauty. This is their Brow Boost Redensifying Serum. City Beauty actually sent me this in advance of the release of the product a couple months ago. So I've been using this for a while. It was just recently released on their website earlier this week. If I have a discount code for you guys, that'll be down below. So I've been testing this out. You guys, it's regrowing my brow hairs. And another thing that it's doing is it is making the brow hairs that I already have actually grow longer. And so that is also helping with covering up areas that might otherwise not look like they have hair in those particular areas. Like if you could get really close to my face, you could see that, you know, the micro shading, it filled in my entire brow. There are some areas where in the beginning here, there's quite a bit of hair, but where I was lacking it was the mid to tail section. My hairs are starting to regrow, you guys. This is working. It's amazing. And you're supposed to use it morning and night, but I've only been using it in the evening time, and it is working, you guys. It's regrowing my friggin' brow hairs. So that's amazing. If you struggle with the brows because of aging or because you, like me, overplucked years ago, I think this is really worth trying, you guys. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna repurchase it and I'm gonna keep using it. It's really easy to use, just has a little brush and then you can see the serum on there. So you just brush it through and then I would go to bed. That's how I would use it. You can certainly use it twice a day, but for me, I found it plenty to just use it at night. And it works. I have more brow hairs. That's incredible. I love it. Love it. You can't see them because again, I have a tattoo on my face. So it's really hard to see the individual hairs, but they are growing back because I can get in there with a magnifying mirror and see that there are actually new hairs coming in. And like I said, the hairs that I do have are now growing even a little bit longer, and that is also helping to fill in the sparse areas where I just have pigment from the tattoo. Cannot say enough good things about this. Big thanks to City Beauty for sending this out in advance. Love it. I'll repurchase it. That's fantastic. I have been testing out the Propolis Ultra Light Ampule from CosRx. I shared my October skincare routine video yesterday. I showed a bunch of products that I got through the YesStyle website, which carries CosRx. So YesStyle has a bunch of Korean and Japanese skincare brands. And I found that the CosRx was a lot cheaper actually through YesStyle than even like Amazon or Ulta sells them. So if you're interested, they gave me a coupon code. I joined their affiliate program because they do provide a discount code. So it's there for you guys to use. If you would rather buy from Amazon or somewhere else, I'll link this in a couple places down below. But I had a really great experience ordering from the YesStyle website. So for me, if I want anything else from CosRx, I think I'll order it from there. It took about a couple weeks for the products to get to me, so a little longer than what I'm used to with some other retailers, but not a bad experience at all. As long as you can, you know, wait like an extra few days to get your stuff, I had a really great experience with them. So the Ultra Light Ampule is fantastic. I also ordered their regular light ampule of the Propolis. You guys, this stuff is a dream to be able to use during the daytime. It is the most lightweight hydrator. And oh my gosh, whenever I put this on the backs of my hands, it completely renews the look of my hands. Like they look not dry, not crepey, not old. I wash my hands a lot, like I'm sure most of you are, but yeah, just And it does the same thing for my skin. I can use this during the daytime. It absorbs instantly. This obviously has the propolis in it. This has hyaluronic acid in it. It has glycerin in it. What else is in here? Cassia seed extract. There's panthenol in here. So lots of really great nourishing, hydrating ingredients, but great for those of you with oily skin because you're getting the hydration without that heavy feel. So I like to do light layers of hydration on my skin in the morning. I did a like actual skincare with me video last month. I might do that again this month at some point to show you guys maybe different products in a morning and evening routine. So let me know if you're interested in that. But this is fantastic. Highly recommend checking this out from CosRx. I've loved CosRx for a long time. Also, I forgot to include these in that October skincare routine video, but I remembered to get them out after I filmed it. These are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peel Pads. I actually normally use the extra strength, and I have a full box of those that I purchased from Sephora, but I also got a little box of just the universal, so I'm using those. This is a great two-step process that allows you to remove any texture from your face and then neutralize it and nourish the skin afterwards. This contains AHAs in it. It just does a really great job of helping to smooth things out, again, helping with texture issues. And I find that the Universal is very, very gentle. They actually do have a gentle formula as well. So if you have really sensitive skin, you can definitely go that route. But for me, the extra strength is actually a little bit better. When I go for it with exfoliation, but Universal is probably a great place to start. Anyway, love these. Put several of those into the bathroom. I don't think you have to use them every single day. They say daily peel pads. No, you don't need to use this every single day. Use it a couple times a week, or even as a once a week exfoliation treat for your skin. You take the first pad out, rub it on your face, leave it on. I don't know. Sometimes I leave it on for 5 minutes. That's fine. If you go beyond 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. Then you take the second little pad and you neutralize the acids, and then you go in with the rest of your skincare. These are fabulous. I love them. Actually, that's garbage. Let's get rid of that. What else? Let's do some makeup. So Hourglass was having a 40% off sale, so I placed an order. I don't hear them having sales very often, so when they finally did, I was like, well, there's a couple things I've been wanting to try. I might as well buy them during this sale. So I picked up their Hourglass graphic eyeshadow palette in the exposed shade. So these are the purples and plums here. There's also a gray in the middle. I've been wearing this for the last week. I really like these eyeshadows. I don't know why Hourglass doesn't do more in the way of eyeshadows, but I will tell you something. There is fallout with this formula. I mean, I really had to sweep away some fallout. But that being said, this formula is pretty great otherwise. It is very pigmented. It really adheres nicely to the eyes. It stays true to color throughout the entire day. There's no fading or anything like that. Now, I do use an eye primer, which I think makes a big difference. I'll link the one that I love right now down below, but I think this is a great formula, and I love Hourglass as a brand overall, so I'm glad that I got this one. I might actually consider grabbing another one. They have a really pretty neutral one as well that I thought about getting, but nice packaging, especially for travel. So if you've never tried these, they're fabulous. Unfortunately, the sale is over now. You can obviously get Hourglass at Sephora or on their website, whatever floats your boat. And then I also picked up 2 of their lip glosses. Now, this is their newest lip gloss formula here, totally different packaging, right? I actually like the packaging of this. This would fit perfectly into a pants pocket if I wore normal pants instead of leggings every single day of my life. But the Hourglass, what are these called? Extreme Sheen. These are lip glosses, but they're almost like a liquid lipstick. They're very pigmented. So I picked up Canvas and Truth. So pretty. By the way, the lipstick that I'm wearing today is Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. Still love this one. This is truly a Your Lips But Better shade for me personally. Love it. Love this matte formula. Fabulous. But I've loved pairing the canvas with that one. And I'll just put a little bit on. Oh, it's so pigmented, but creamy and smooth and pretty dang long lasting. This is great. I mean, just as good as the Hourglass, I don't remember what these are called, but I do know this is the shade Provoke, which is gorgeous, but love Hourglass. I think they're a great brand. I'm excited to pick up some of their limited edition holiday stuff this year, so I cannot wait to order those things. But at this point, I'm gonna wait for the Sephora sale coming up because quite frankly, I'd like to at least have a 20% off the next time that I make a massive makeup purchase from Sephora. So blush this week has been either the Patrick Ta blush in She's Seductive. This is just a really pretty mauve shade for this time of year. This is what I actually have on my cheeks right now. And then my other beloved, my Wanderlust. Did I put this on evenly? Probably not. You guys are probably like, look at her lips, what a mess. Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in Dolly. Dolly, anything from Buxom is like instantly mine. But when they came out with a blush in this Dolly shade, the perfect plummy mauve. It's beautiful. I can't recommend this enough. Also, if you have very oily face situation like I do, these primer infused blushes really stay put all day long. Fabulous. This is pretty good in terms of staying power as well, but I've started working out again, and sometimes I don't wash my face before going outside in the garage and working out. This one doesn't make it through like a sweating workout for me. This one makes it through a pretty heavy workout for me. So anyway, two great options. What else do I have? I think that's it for like the positive things. So let's talk about the negative, and let me see what time we're at here. Oh my gosh, I've been talking too much. Okay, shoot. The Elevation Time Stops Gold Tiara 24K Magnetofil Mask. What a mess, you guys. This was a disaster for me. I got this in a PR package. Anytime a company sends anything to me, I am like, hey, feel free, but I'm gonna be honest about what I think about the products. This was a mess. I tried using this 2 nights in a row because I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I just think these magnetic masks are just probably awful in general, but here's the magnet, and it's covered in the iron oxides that are contained within the mask, so that's what you're pulling off your face when you're using this mask. And this left this weird gold sheen on my face that I had to literally wash my face to get off. This whole thing was just a disaster. It has some really nice nourishing ingredients in it, which is why I was kind of somewhat excited about it. So it has olive fruit extract, it has some sweet almond oil in it, it has calendula, there is fragrance in here, so keep that in mind as well. There's also borage seed oil, obviously the iron oxides here, which is what is helping create that magnetic. There's some hydrolyzed collagen in here. The problem with this is I couldn't, first off, get it to stick to my face. It was just making a mess on the counter in front of me. And then when I was trying to remove it, I had a tissue wrapped around this, but every time that I tried to move the tissue to the next spot, it would tear, and then some of the mask would get onto the magnet directly. You can see it on there, and I can't get it off because it's really difficult to remove. But I didn't feel like this did anything for my skin, you guys, and it just made a mess in my bathroom, and it was difficult to remove. It was difficult to even apply to my face. So I'm not even gonna be using this going forward. I don't even know that I would feel comfortable passing this along to a friend because it was just such a mess. And I don't think you should wash this down the drain because of the iron oxides and stuff in here. I think that's why they want you to use a tissue to remove the bulk of the mask, but it's just really hard to remove, you guys. And then you're left with like this shiny gold face that you're just supposed to be able to rinse off. But I had to use my Clarisonic with more of my face wash to get it off. So I was doing like another cleanse which undid the hydrating benefits of this. So anyway, this was a flop. That's a no-go for me. They did send some other things, even though I asked them to just, I originally wanted to partner with them on one of their devices. So they sent the device, and then they also sent a bunch of other stuff, even though I asked them not to send the other stuff. But if you're gonna send it, I'm gonna talk about it. So there it is. I do not recommend the Elevation Time Stops Gold Tiara 24K Magnetical Mask. She's a mess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I'm sorry that I'm rushing, but I know I'm running out of time. Have a great weekend. There is candle content coming up, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.